What's good, everyone? It's Steve from SnkrTechTalk, back with another video today. For today's video, we're going to be taking a quick look at the Air Jordan 2 in the Italy colorway. So really quickly, as far as the box goes, as you can see here, you are getting the Air Jordan Wings logo box, inspired by the OGs in 1987. As far as the size tag label, it does read white fire red. And I believe, what does it say here? Sail there. These are size 10.5. And as far as inside the box goes, you are getting some white tissue paper. I did throw this manual in here for the Air Jordan 2. I did have a couple extras. So as far as the box goes, the box is absolutely gorgeous as far as the OG inspired box from the Air Jordan 2. All right, so really quickly, as far as this colorway goes, starting at the bottom of the shoe, you do have that fire red, gray, and white bottom here where it does read Nike in the middle. Obviously, I got a size 10.5 here. You can see that labeling right here. The midsole is kind of that sail colorway here, which is also sail right here on the external heel counter. Moving your way up from that, you do have some green and then some red and green hits, which is definitely Italian inspired as far as the colors go. Moving your way up from that, you do have that lizard inspired kind of side panel right here on the lateral side. More of that on the medial side. And then you do have kind of this ribbing right here that is red, and then it does go to green. You do have those 4 plastic eyelets that the laces do run through, which is definitely nice and OG inspired. As far as the materials go on these, obviously you do have that lizard inspired print, but the leather material on these, like, look at the medial side of this ankle collar right here. Like, this leather is so thick, it's gonna break in very nicely, and just an overall great colorway. And as far as the leather goes, very nice. This tag right here is from another Air Jordan 2 that I do have. I did just throw them on here for the video. On the tongue is where you're gonna find the cheapest material. It's honestly kind of like a vinyl, really cheap leather looking material. At the top of the tongue, you do have that amazing Air Jordan Wings logo. As far as the sock liner, it is all red. The back of the tongue is red. And then I believe the insole on these guys is the polyurethane insole. So you are getting some pretty nice step-in comfort here on the Air Jordan 2 Italy goes. On the medial side, more or less the exact same with those 4 eyelets right here. And then the other ones kind of have those metal grommets. But overall, a very gorgeous looking shoe. They have really been perfecting the toe box of the Air Jordan 2. As you can see right here on the left shoe of the Italian pair, it's very sloped and very thin and tapered. Right here, I have the 2022 OG colorway. If you can see right here, these have been worn once or twice, but this one right here is a lot more bulky than the Italian pair. It's just a lot taller and not quite as sloped. So we'll see how these wear over time, but the overall shape as far as the Air Jordan 2 just seems to be getting more and more sleek, closer to that 1987 look, and I could not be happier. So overall, I think this colorway is amazing. As far as the price point goes, I think they were 170 or 180 USD. Here in Canada, they were like 230, but I did catch these on sale for like 160 Canadian dollars a couple weeks ago. So I have had these for a little bit now, but I just wanted to get a video out as far as the overall look of the Air Jordan 2 Italy. As far as the cushioning setup goes in these guys, you do have a full-length polyurethane midsole right here. So it is pretty nice. It is soft underfoot. So you do have that does wrap all the way around. And then housed within that, I believe you have a heel or kind of 3/4 length air sole unit. So that is housed within the polyurethane midsole and under the insole as well. So you are getting that airbag in the Air Jordan 2. I know a lot of the retros from like 2003 and up had a full-length air sole unit, but back in 1987, they did only have a heel or kind of 3/4 length air sole unit. I am gonna grab that manual from the box to give you guys a quick look of that. And so as far as the pamphlet goes, when you open it up, you have that Wings logo on the front. It kind of gives you all of the... So as far as this pamphlet goes, you do have that Wings logo on the front, and then it reads Air Jordan. Opening it up, you do kind of have the fit and the stability and the lightweight upper and kind of the design inspirations for the Air Jordan 2. And then you do kind of have a picture as far as the upper, the heel counter, the insole. Yeah, as you can see right here, it's just a heel encapsulated air sole unit. You have that polyurethane midsole and then the outsole, and it kind of details all of that right here. So definitely a cool touch and 1987 inspired. So I love to see these brands throwing this in kind of OG 1987 inspired pamphlets within the shoe, something that you did get back in the day. It's definitely a nice touch here in 2023 also. I'm just gonna give you guys a quick look of the right shoe also, because this right shoe seems to have even more buttery leather here on the upper. Very nice, and the bang for your buck as far as this thick cut of leather that's gonna break in and just age amazingly is very nice from the brand. I'm very happy with what they've been doing with the Air Jordan 2s. I know a ton of people are getting sick and tired of them, but we haven't had 2s in years. Like, we've had them sprinkled throughout, like, you know, 1 or 2 retros every so often, but just getting so many pairs retroed, and then they get discounted at like 30 or 40% off a month after release. It's just been glorious being able to pick up all these pairs for very cheap prices. So I'm very happy with this colorway. It's very nice. And honestly, this looks like a colorway that could have come out back in 1987. So I know my good friend on Instagram, Scholar23, he's the biggest Air Jordan 2 fan of all time. I think he's picked up every pair that's released. I think there's been over 25 pairs in the last year and a half. So I know he loves these, and I was very happy to get these on the discount that I did. But that's gonna do it for today's video on the Air Jordan 2 in the Italy colorway. Let me know what you guys think of these down in the comments. Did you guys pick them up? Are you waiting for them to go even deeper on discount? I was happy picking these up from Courtside Sneakers over in Halifax, I believe, for about $160. So definitely a great bang for your buck, and love the design and materials of the Air Jordan 2. But as always, if you guys can like, comment, and subscribe, that does help the channel a ton. And check out my Instagram over at SnkrTechTalk, as it is an extension of my YouTube channel with all my pickups, basketball footage, and nostalgia as a whole. As always, thanks for watching today's video, and until next time, peace.